Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back inside the Waterloo Memorial Rec Complex. It's the final day, Championship Sunday, and our second of the two semifinal affairs here on Championship Sunday, and the most highly anticipated one could argue. It's the Waterloo Wolves and the Quinte Red Devils. My name's Christian Simmons. Welcome back inside the broadcast booth here on Championship Sunday. Really excited to be a part of this one as Quinte and Waterloo, two of some of the hottest teams in the round robin. Quinte, 4 straight victories to finish their round robin play. Waterloo with 3 straight victories to finish their round robin play. Both teams dead red hot coming into this semifinal. They'll play for the second time this week. Fast forward back to Wednesday, the first day of the tournament. They had a 2-2 tie. Couldn't have asked for a better stage to be set between these two teams. If you missed it earlier this morning, the 9 a.m. start, Toronto took care of business over HPL. They're in the gold medal game here on Perth to play in the bronze later at 4:30. We got one more slot to fill in the gold medal game, and we'll decide it right here between Waterloo and Quinte. Taking a look at some of the leading scorers, Cade Whalen, 3 points in his last 2 games. Jensen Campbell, 3-game point streak. And Caleb DeRuyter led the tournament in goals up front for the Waterloo Wolves. He was second in points in this tournament and won honors last night as one of the most dangerous scorers in this tournament. A massive game between two very hot teams as we'll send it down to ice level for O Canada. The books, the hometown Waterloo Wolves and the Quinte Red Devils, two of the hottest teams over the last couple of days in the round robin, face off here in the second game of our Championship Sunday affairs. A gold medal berth on the line. Let's get to our starting netminders. Hudson Minaj back in between the pipes for the Waterloo Wolves, wearing number 33, 1-1 in the round robin, a 1.84 goals against average with a 9.42 save percentage. He was fantastic through the first 6 games of this tournament. And for Quinte, they'll go back to Blake Lauren, a 2-1-0, 2-3-3, and an 8-9-6 as we're underway here in our second semifinal affair. Waterloo wearing their yellow, black, and white, with Quinte in the black with red trim and white to finish it all off here in our second semifinal game of the day. Thanks for joining us here on the YouTube coverage of the U13 All-Ontario Championships here on the OHF YouTube channel. Of course, a highly anticipated game. A centering pass, Elric with the first big chance 30 seconds in, and Hudson Minaj with a first stop. These two teams haven't seen each other since Wednesday, and a lot has changed since that matchup, a 2-2 tie where both of these teams ended that first 48 hours with a tie and a loss. Since then, they've both really ramped things up offensively. Quinte able to win all of their games since, going 4-1-1 in the round robin. Waterloo 3-1-2 in their 6 games. As back comes the Waterloo Wolves, McIntosh will leave it there. Now Jazuski with it. Round the cage. He'll play one to the point. Shot. A DDD pass for Ritz Hackbart. He'll fire one. That one tipped wide by Dylan Hills and scooped up by Thompson. He plays it ahead. William Beebe down the wall. A quick shot right on, and Minaj with his second save here in the first minute and a half will hold on for a face-off. Hometown Wolves with the community at their back here this morning. A rather large turnout, maybe the biggest so far here of the week in Waterloo. There's lots of signs, jerseys, Yellow Dawn in the stands here for the second game of day number 5 as Hudson Minaj out to play it for the Wolves. That one tossed up the wall by Basil Ballantyne. That's his brother Archer on it now. Archer Ballantyne up the near wall. Headman feed for Simon Nisker. If you flash back to Wednesday, that game was a 2-2 tie, and he was a big part of it. Now back come the Red Devils. Jensen Campbell, high slot, couldn't shoot. Now Max Norton will, and he just slid it wide to the goal. Pitching in is Cooney. He'll throw that one in behind the Waterloo cage. We got a delayed penalty call coming here. A tie-up out front of the Waterloo goal. Campbell with Ballantyne, and Jensen Campbell will be assessed the first penalty here of this semifinal affair. And Waterloo will go to the power play. See if the Waterloo Wolves can take advantage. Here, their first power play opportunity of the day. A very strong power play at that. 30% on the round robin. That's second best so far this week amongst all teams. 6 power play goals scored. Here this week. Face-off one. Cash Nelson able to get there first. He'll force it back to the Waterloo blue line as now a pass to the near side for Daniel Demule. Leader for this team so far this week. Daniel Demule alongside Caleb DeRuyter have been big contributors on the offensive side. Demule 3 points in his last 2 games. Now here's Pitts. Down low for Demule. Gives it off. DeRuyter a one-timer. And he just sent that one wide. Here's Pitts. 2 points on the round robin. Plays it down low for Demule. Pitts with it again. Plays it down low. It's flipped back out to the near dot. Pitts waiting there. He'll play it to the point. Jazuski walks, fires, rebound. Out front. Smith looks to clear. It'll bounce out to the point, and Jazuski unable to hold it in. He'll track back. Far side, Caleb DeRuyter. 6 goals through the 6 games of the round robin. As now out from behind the cage, Pitts dangerously close to a turnover. Jackson Elrick in on the forecheck. On the puck played to the near side. Elrick all over it. He'll push it back into Waterloo territory. 35 seconds to go here in the Wolves' first power play opportunity of the game. Quinte, so far 89% killing penalties. That's third best in the round robin this week. As the puck played up the wall, McIntosh to the point, Lisk. Slided across for Shop, tried to return pass. A nice stick there from Jackson Elrick will force the puck back, and now just 9 seconds to go in the power play. Lisk for Caleb Shop. Plays it through his own legs. He'll get to center and flip that one into the Quinte zone. As out of the box is Jansen Campbell. We're back to 5-on-5. Courtney ahead, Jensen Campbell. Red hot over his last couple of games. 3-game point streak, 5 points in his last 3. Is working in now Max Norton. To the point, Thompson lets one go. Getting a stick on it there was Simon Nisker, and that puck forced up and out of play here 4 minutes into the second game of day number 5. We'd like to take a opportunity to thank one of our huge partners, Milk a proud partner of the Championship Week. Dairy Farmers of Ontario are proud to support young athletes and encourage healthy and active lifestyles. Milk, thank you for your continued support. Red Devils able to win the draw as that puck played to the near side corner. Here's Zubza Hill on it. Tried to center it out front, knocking it down there and playing it to the point where the Wolves, but it was held in. Zubza Hill cutting to the high slot, still with the puck. It bounced away from him, and now Ballantyne for Jaden McCutcheon. Up the wall, here's Cameron Wilson. No points in the round robin for him, as he's had some really good looks, though. Snake bitten, so to speak, for Cameron Wilson. Now McCutcheon slides it in behind the Quinte goal. Zubza Hill on it on the near side. Caleb DeRuyter able to take it away. He'll feed it across, looking for Hills, and that puck just under his blade. Now Danny DeMule looking towards the point. Fresh off the bench, Drew Adams wasn't able to get to the blue line in time, so Waterloo back out to neutral ice area. DeRuyter, his dump attempt off a skate of Hills and fired back in by Adams. Now Quinte in their own zone. Play that one to the line. DeRuyter back for another regroup here for Waterloo. Off the glass and in by Adams. Tracking back is Cooney. He'll play it for Thompson. He'll try to flip it out. Looking to glove it down was Ritz Hackbart. Would have been a dangerous play there for Waterloo if he could glove that one down. Now puck to center. Lisk. Here come the Wolves. Lisk with possession in the corner. Throws it down low for Ritz Hackbart. That one slides to the near side. Ewan McIntosh had a goal last night. Now Ritz Hackbart with a drive. That one deflected wide. Here's Demule. Flips it up the wall. Quinte looking to clear. Great work by McIntosh at the line. Hill holds it in. Wanted to feed that one down low for Ritz Hackbart. Adams at the line will fire one to the near corner. Ritz Hackbart centers. Cooney looks to clear. He can't. Adams down the wall. A centering pass out front. And that one skipped to the near side, and it's played ahead. Quinte may have had a 2-on-1. A great poke check there from Lisk to cut that rush. And now Drew Adams back with it. 7:45 left. First period. Deadlocked at zeros. Of course, these two teams are familiar with that phrase. The deadlock was the only result they had in the round robin. They just played each other once. 2-2 result. Back on the first day of the tournament. A puck up the wall. Ballantyne gave it away to Gilchrist. Quinte into the zone here. Norton down the wall for Campbell. Tried to throw one out front. Able to cut the pass was Jazuski, and he'll play it up the wall. Ballantyne knocks one out to center and into Quinte territory. Here's Campbell. Overskated the pass. Simon Nisker scored that tying goal in that first game of the round robin with 24 seconds to go. Was the hero, so to speak, to secure Waterloo a tie instead of a loss. It may be a totally different result in the round robin. I mean, they won all three games since, but that tie, the extra point they needed to be in the third seed and playing this game here instead of the 1-4 game earlier this morning. Here's Sebastian Smith. Played it up the wall. Puck won't get out. Dylan Hill's able to hold it in. His pass D-to-D was tipped on by Norton, and now Shop at center. Plays it up the wall. That one chipped in by Danny DeMule. Now puck remmed around to the near side. Gilchrist looks to clear. Jazuski will hold the line. A great start here for Waterloo, dictating the pace early. Here's a turnover. DeMule fires, and he just missed on the top left side. Another turnover. Hackbart, Sanders, DeMule. Puck clear to the line, held in. Shop a shot, and he just fanned on it. Now puck down low and loose again. Cade Whalen. 7 points on the round robin. Can't clear. It's Hackbart again across. That one bounces to the far side. Shop to the point. DeRuyter a drive, and that one tipped wide. Now Pitts another try towards the goal. Rebound out front. Ritz Hackbart can't bang it home. And Quinte will clear. Waterloo relentless. here at the start of this semifinal affair. The Red Devils still looking to find their legs. A great start for the black and yellow. Approaching the 5 minutes remaining mark here in the first frame. Still no score. Waterloo in control as that one chipped in. McIntosh will get to it first. Ewan McIntosh in the corner. His centering feed was knocked down by Doyle. It's played down the ice and Cash Nelson there first. Here's Nelson. Tried to center, getting a stick on it there was Pitts, and he'll play it out to center. Thompson had the puck taken away from him. Here comes Ritz Hackbart. Tried to slide it through the stick of Doyle. And Cash Nelson will scoop it up. Up the far wall he comes. Nelson over the line. It's an offside. And that puck back outside the blue line. You're watching coverage of the U13 All-Ontario Championships here in Waterloo on Championship Sunday. Brought to you by Entropy, the official online championship apparel provider, offering championship gear available for order now. Scan the QR code in the bottom left to shop from anywhere. Entropy. Thank you for your continued support. 4.5 left in a first period where Waterloo has been fluid offensively. Quinte, not a whole lot of chances to speak of here in the first 10 minutes as Waterloo will ice it. Maybe an opportunity to change that as Quinte will get an offensive zone face-off here. Waterloo, the offense has really started to come together in their last 3 games, their last 3 wins, 13 goals in their last 3. Quinte, a similar story. They've won 4 straight. As that one to the point. Cooney fires. That puck wide of the goal and into the far corner. Lisk first on it. He'll chip it ahead. Trying to knock it down was Ballantyne and scooped up by Cooney. Red Devils looking to work up the wall. It'll bounce free. Campbell through neutral ice. Nice work from Cameron Wilson. Will turn it back, and Archer Ballantyne will chip the puck in. Courtney pinned up down low. Nisker into help. He'll kick it up the wall. Campbell pinning him up. Now Ballantyne in again. Clearing attempt held in. Jazuski slides it down low. Ballantyne. Stick lifts Courtney. It'll bounce across for Cooney. His clearing attempt stopped there. Waterloo doing a great job here early and sealing the Quinte line. Red Devils having a hard time breaking out of their own zone. Now Max Norton in alone. All 4 of his teammates slowly into the zone here. He'll play it back for Thompson. A shot towards the goal, and it's just tipped wide. Another centering pass. Score! Max Norton! His 7th point in his last 5. Quinte opens the scoring in the semifinals. It's 1-0 Red Devils. Max Norton started that play, able to hold on to the puck. It was a 1-on-4. And then he goes right to the front of the net. Cade Whalen with a great shovel pass. And Norton makes no mistake. It's 1-0 Quinte here early, following a period where Waterloo has really dictated the pace. An unfortunate bounce for the Wolves, and Quinte's up 1. The last time these two teams played, there were no goals in the first period, only in the second and the third, so a great start here for Quinte as they'll look to flip the script on that last one. Now Waterloo with a chance. That's Ewan McIntosh who sent it over the goal. Pitts down low for Ritz Hackbart as Waterloo gets right back to work here. Jaden McCutcheon down low. Had the puck stripped from him by Thompson. Now here's Elric. Headman feet. Knocked down at center by Pitts. He'll fire it right back in. Clearing attempt to the line by Quinte. It's held in. Ritz Hackbart tries to center. Thompson able to cut the pass there. He'll start up the near wall. 3 points in the round robin for the defender. Puck flipped ahead. McIntosh over the line. Would have been in alone. It's an offside. And puck will come back outside the blue line. If you're just joining us here on the YouTube side of things on the U13 All-Ontario Championship Week, it's Championship Sunday. The Toronto Marlboros victorious in their semifinal this morning. Able to take down the Huron-Perth Lakers by a score of 8-1. Toronto securing their spot in that gold medal game. Now these two teams will decide the rest here over the next 30 minutes or so as William Beebe will fire that one in for Quinte. Back to collect for the Wolves. That puck played up the wall. Wilson tried to clear. It's held in. Courtney. Our side, Cohen Reed. Drops one down low for Cash Nelson. No goals in the round robin, but an assist for Cash Nelson as that one thrown towards the net. And will bounce into the near corner where Lisk will pick it up. His headman pass just off the stick of Ballantyne. He'll get it back at center though and chip that one in as the Wolves make changes here. Headman feed from Malkin. Courtney knocked down. DeRuyter now with possession in his own zone. He'll start up the wall. Here's Danny the Mule. Puck bounced away from him. William Beebe into Waterloo territory. He'll flip that one into the far corner. Now Caleb Shop down the far side. Shop with 43 to go in the period. He'll chip that one in. All over at DeRuyter. It bounces for the Mule. Back to DeRuyter. Now to the point. Jazuski fires a shot, tiptoe front. Loose in the crease. The Mule turns and tries to throw it out front. And the clearing attempt to the line will bounce over Jazuski's blade. And Waterloo back to center here. 20 seconds to go. First period, semi-final game 2. Quinte up 1 on Max Norton's goal. And there he is. Norton will fire it in. Chasing in after Gilchrist. 3 seconds to go. Maybe one final shot. No, we won't have one final shot as that one flipped back out to center. First period in the books. After 15 minutes, Quinte up 1. Max Norton does it again. His 5th goal in 7 games. And Quinte takes the 1-goal advantage into the first period. As you take a look at it right there, just a great play from Norton. Makes that first pass to the point, and then Cade Whalen with a little shovel pass, a no-looker for Norton on the doorstep. Quinte up 1 after 15 minutes of play. Second period is next. Second period just moments away. Shots were 4-3 in that first frame. The Red Devils edging out the Wolves by 1. But Waterloo, a great first period and lots to be proud of. They really built some momentum, but just weren't able to score as we got a delayed penalty coming here. Blake Lauren off to the bench. Waterloo going to have to deal with an extra attacker here. Finally, the puck touched up, and Quinte's going to go to the power play here. Their first opportunity. Waterloo already 0 for 1 here this morning. And the best power play of the round robin. Set to showcase what they got next. .33% For the best conversion rate, they scored 5 power play goals in those 6 games. They'll go to their first chance of the game here. Here's Thompson. Gives it back. Whalen takes a shot. A weird bounce out front. And able to hold on is Hudson Minaj. He'll tighten the wickets and keep this one a 1-goal game. We take a look at the replay here. Thompson for Whalen, and then just a quick snapshot. And it bounces off the crest of Minaj and then in between his legs, and he's able to keep that one from crossing the goal line. Back up top for Whalen again. He'll fire. That one tipped towards the goal. Minaj able to knock it down with a glove. Now puck loose below the goal line. 5-man pileup below the Waterloo goal line. Up to the far side it goes. Wilson able to clear it over the Waterloo line, but Cade Whalen will turn back. Here comes Whalen. Throws on the button hook. Back for Jensen Campbell. Now Thompson on the far side. Minute to go here in the power play for Quinte. Up top, Campbell. Down the far side, Thompson, a centering pass. And zooms a hill on the doorstep. Couldn't get a piece of it. Puck back up to the line. Campbell fakes the shot. Lays it to the near side for Whalen. Cross ice feed, Thompson. That one off his skate and cleared by the Wolves. Waterloo, a great penalty kill in the round robin, 91%. Second place in that regard. Back comes Campbell. Jensen Campbell in. Tries to slide one out front. Great work from Jazuski, able to tip the pass. And now with possession, it's Caleb Schopp. He'll flip it down the near wall and all the way down the ice. Back to collect is Thompson. He'll flip one up the wall. Thompson still with it out to center. Thompson past Jazuski. Into the zone, he'll cut back. Here's Norton. Tries to slide it out front. Caleb Schopp able to cup that pass. And now Norton again. To the point, Thompson. Sidesteps one. Thompson still with it. Tried to wheel it out front as we go back to 5-on-5. But another delayed penalty coming here. William Beebe. To the line, Whalen, extra attacker out for Quinte, and Waterloo will touch up. Here, 3 minutes into the second period, Quinte's gonna go back to the power play as a tripping call on Archer Ballantyne. Will send the Red Devils to their second opportunity here. Thanks for tuning into the broadcast here this morning, ladies and gentlemen. This puck stoppage brought to you by Baron Rings, the official championship ring provider of the championship week. Baron Rings proudly celebrates the achievements of athletes by creating lasting symbols of success and excellence. Quinte back to the man advantage here. 0 for 1 on that power play just moments ago as Elric takes his shot. Blocked there by Demule. Back for Elric at the line. Cross for Campbell. He'll slide one down low. Nelson to Beebe. Pass was redirected. Now Beebe again. Slides, fires. That one just missed on the top right. Dangerous look from William Beebe. Now Gilchrist. Quinte able to hold it in. Bouncing puck. Danny Demule able to scoop it up in his own zone. Clearing it down the ice. Now with 40 seconds to go. Or 40 seconds gone, rather, in the Quinte power play. Here comes Jackson Elric. Elric into the zone. Watched by Drew Adams. He'll play it around to the far side. Chasing after it is Lisk. He could get there in time. The Red Devils hold it in. Now Gilchrist. Puck played to the point. Campbell for Beebe. He'll slide it down the near side. Elric. Drew Adams will force him back. Now Beebe again at the line. Far side. Campbell fires a shot. That one blocked. Cameron Wilson able to get a piece. Now Elric. Campbell chases after the loose puck. 35 to go in the Quinte power play. Waterloo looking to kill 2 straight, but here's Gilchrist right out front, and he just missed. Gilchrist flipped that puck over the goal. The player of the game yesterday in Quinte's game. 15 to go in the power play. Puck pinned up in the corner. Pulling it out is Lisk, and he'll clear. Waterloo is going to make it 2 consecutive penalty kills here against the best power play of the round robin. Puck taken away. Here's Ritz Hackbart. In behind the goal he goes. He'll flip it up top. Jazuski walks, fires, tipped out front by Ballantyne. That one just wide. Now Caleb Shaw out to the far side, tried to play it to the point. Jazuski able to hold it in, but Norton takes it away. He'll feed it ahead for Whalen. The puck rolled on him, and it's fired back in by Jazuski. Thompson back. Up the wall, Shop pinching in. He'll chip it to himself. Elric will converge. Now Ritz Hackbart on the loose puck. To the point, Jazuski. Waterloo looking to get back to it offensively following 2 successful penalty kills. Here's Ewan McIntosh, a centering pass that just bounced through the feet of Ritz Hackbart. Now Shop, Jazuski, one-timer. That one just tipped wide. Now back come the Red Devils. 3-on-2 over the line. Delayed offside. Reed a little bit ahead of that play, so Norton will track back into his own zone. He'll flip it up the wall. Whalen. His pass picked off. Jazuski will settle it there and play it ahead. McIntosh into the zone. McIntosh look at glove side. Blake Lauren will hold on with 8:56 left in the second. Here in semifinal, game 2 on championship day. As we take a look at the replay here, just a nice cutback from McIntosh, but Blake Lauren read that thing the whole way. He saw it right into his glove, and he'll hold on. Red Devils able to win the draw, and they're quickly out to center. Here comes Nelson. Centering pass. Wanted to get that one for Beebe, but nice work from DeRuyter to pick it off. His pass is blocked by Nelson. Still loose in neutral ice, and now Beebe with it. William Beebe into the zone. He'll cut out front. Loose puck, zooms a hill. Couldn't get a shot off, and DeRuyter will look to clear. At the point, that's Malcolm Courtney. Trying to hold it in for the Wolves. Fired right back in by the Red Devils, and Hudson Minaj out to play it. Basil Ballantyne behind the goal. His pass was picked off. Here's Nelson, a shot. That one stopped by Hudson Minaj, and puck flipped out to center. A smart play and a good look from Demule. Had a man in Caleb DeRuyter up ice. The puck just hit the Jumbotron. As Caleb DeRuyter is going to go down the tunnel here. Something to keep an eye on for the Waterloo Wolves. Of course, a massive part of their offense. 8 points through 6 games. Led this Wolves team in the round robin in that regard, and was second in the championship week across all 7 teams in scoring. Not a guy you want to lose here in the semifinals. Gilchrist, cross ice pass, Campbell. Fake the one-timer. It'll bounce to the near side where it's scooped up by Ballantyne. He'll feed it across. Ritz Hackbart now at center. A soft pass, and working it is McIntosh. He couldn't get a stick on it. Doyle flips it to the line. Waterloo try to fire that one right back in. Ballantyne stays with it though, and he'll fire it in. Malcolm Courtney for Norton. His clearing attempt over the stick of Adams. Gilchrist at center. Had his pass cut, and now Adams with it again. Campbell able to take that one away and fire it back into Waterloo territory. 7 minutes to go here in the second period. Still 1-0 Quinte. Max Norton with a big goal is the difference right now for the Red Devils. Doyle ahead for Max Norton. Quinte trying to work through center. That one all the way down the ice. Icing will be waved off though, as now Jazuski with it. He'll step out to the far side as Dylan Hills, and he'll chip it in. Now Sebastian Smith back, pressured there by Demule. Big collision behind the Quinte goal. The Waterloo faithful looking for a penalty call there. They're not going to get one. Up top, Jazuski for Shop. A cross-ice pass. DeRuyter, a backhand try. Rebound in the crease. Where's the puck? Where's the puck? It's on the goal line. And Blake Lauren able to tighten the wickets and just keep that one from crossing the goal line. This one stays a one-goal game. Nice to see Caleb DeRuyter back on the ice following that scare of him going down the tunnel. And look at this play. He just backhands it out front. Lauren gets the first one, and then look at that weird bounce. It somehow comes back out into the blue ice, and Lauren able to hold it on. Holding it on right there on the goal line, just getting enough of it. Waterloo that close to tying this hockey game will stay at a 1-0 lead for the Red Devils. 6:15 to go here in the second frame. Face off one, Quinte. Clearing attempt up the wall. William Beebe all over it there. He'll try to center. Now Cohen Reed chasing it after the loose puck. Caleb Shaw plays it back. He gave it away. Centering pass out front. Puck loose in the crease. And Demule will clear it to the near side. Puck not out. Reed. Spinning. Looking for it. Shop able to pull it out of the bundle of confusion. And he'll play it ahead for Demule. 3-on-2, even a 4-on-2, but the puck turned back. Here comes William Beebe. Quinte with an odd man rush, a drop pass, and nice work from Jazuski. Now Beebe again. Tried to play it back for Jensen Campbell. Taken away by Jazuski. His clearing attempt held in momentarily. Courtney at the line digging for it. Now Campbell on the loose puck. Backdoor feed Norton. Puck just bounced over his stick. Norton up top for Riker Thompson. Thompson gliding in. He just missed. That one had eyes for the top right corner, and it just bounced wide. As we're inside the final 5 minutes here in the second frame. Jazuski will fire that one up the wall. All the way down the ice it'll go, and that's going to be an icing call. 4:50 left. Second period. Game 2 on Championship Sunday. Waterloo and Quinte bidding for a berth in the gold medal game. Another offensive draw here for the Red Devils. A back and forth second period here. A back and forth game to this point. It's both of these teams fighting hard for that gold medal berth as McIntosh throws one softly towards the goal. It bounces in for Blake Lauren, and he'll hold on. Offensive zone face-off for the Wolves. Puck knocked away from Ritz Hackbard, and now the Devils out to center. Bounces free, Alric. Alric working in, takes a shot. That one bounced in on Minaj, and he will hold on. Face off one, Quinte. Puck down low, Lisk. He'll play it up the wall, shot from the point, bouncing out front, they score! Quinte takes advantage of a bounce, and the Red Devils are up 2. It's Cohen Reed with his second goal of the week. It's 2-0 Red Devils. Once again, a bouncing puck. And Quinte takes advantage. Their second goal here in the semifinal. Waterloo just a pair of unlucky bounces to this point. And Quinte Up 2 with 4 to go in the second. Desperation starting to set in here for the Waterloo Wolves. Just 19 minutes left of hockey time in this game. So now back come the Red Devils again. All the momentum for the black and red, as that big goal adds some insurance here for the Red Devils as they get closer to that third period. It's been 4 straight victories and 12 goals in their last 2 games. They've really been scoring here over this last 24 hours or so, and it's continuing here in this semifinal affair. Working in was Thompson, but he had the puck taken away from him. Now Danny DeMule, cross ice feed, knocked down there by Beebe. Bouncing at the Waterloo line and scooped up by Simon Nisker. He'll fire it in. Thompson in after it. Up the wall for Max Norton. The opening goal for the Red Devils in that first period opened the floodgates, so to speak, for Quinte. In this second period, they've been a lot better than they were at the start of that first. Really starting to build some momentum offensively as that puck loose on the near side. Jensen Campbell with a bid to clear. DeMule able to hold it there, but it's flipped out to center by Norton, and now Pitts is back to collect. He'll fire it up the far side. DeMule on the wall, had it taken away from him, and fired back into Waterloo territory. Valentine up for McCutcheon. He'll fire that one into the zone, and that's going to be an icing. A good call from the linesman, as another offensive face-off coming up here for Quinte, as we acknowledge another one of our great sponsors. The OHF is pleased to partner with HTG Sports Services as its exclusive accommodation service provider. HTG is committed to providing support services for athletes, teams, and communities right across Ontario. Waterloo able to win the draw, and they'll get it to center quickly. Here's Dylan Hills. Had the puck knocked away from him, settled at center by Zubza Hill, and now across for Cade Whalen. Here's Cade Whalen working in, taken down there by Drew Adams. On the loose puck is Lisk. His pass to the near side, scooped up by Elric. Elric down the wall, Lisk able to scoop it up. A rolling puck, dangerous. Whalen takes it away, a centering feed, and that one knocked away by McIntosh. Now Lisk. Again, Waterloo looking to clear here. Quinte with all the momentum following their second goal. If you just missed it and are just joining us, Quinte up 2, Cohen Reed with his second goal of the week. Makes this one a 2-0 game as we're approaching the final 60 seconds here of the second period. Waterloo looks to get on the board here. Jaszewski, that's going to be an offside. DeMule caught there at the blue line. So the Wolves have to come back outside the line. A rush up ice with speed. Unfortunately, that one comes to an end, so a draw here at neutral ice. Shots 9-6, an incredibly close game. As that one ahead, here comes Nelson. Nelson scores! Cash Nelson! What a time to get your first of the weekend. Quinte goes up by 3 with 42 seconds left in the second period. Just a quick play up the wall, and unfortunately Shop can't hang on to that puck. Nelson the other way, and the snapshot over the blocker. It's 3-0 Red Devils. A massive goal here for Quinte. Now a 3-goal lead. at a perfect time to extend their lead heading into the break. Waterloo with some work to do in the intermission to regather themselves and get ready for this third period. The Red Devils up by 3 as we approach this second intermission. Puck pinned up on the far side wall. It won't much matter. The second period in the books. Quinte holds on and adds some insurance there at the end of the period. Cash Nelson with his first goal of the tournament, a massive marker. And how about Jackson Elric continues his hot performance. 5 points in his last 3 games, and Max Norton as well with that big goal. Had no points last night in their final game of the round robin, but 3 goals in his last 4 games. He's got another one here for 4 goals in his last 5. Quinte up by 3, 15 minutes away from the gold medal game. Waterloo looks to find their offense. We know they can score 13 goals in their last 3 games, including a 5-2 win over North Bay last night. We'll see if they can find some of that Waterloo magic heading into period number 3. Right back after a short break. You're watching U13 All-Ontario coverage of the championship week here on Championship Sunday. We're right back for period number 3.
Got something to call mine. Oh, I need someone to talk to. Right now. Oh, we are away. Starting today.
The TELUS Cup is coming to Peterborough. Canada's men's U13 National Club Championship is taking over the Peterborough Memorial Centre. From the opening face-off to the final goal of the championship game, the TELUS Cup delivers unforgettable moments at the highest level of U18 hockey in Canada. Be there for every moment. Get your tickets now at hockeycanada.ca/TELUS Cup.
Gold medal winner!
There's change, and change is always good.
I'd like to continue making sure freedom of movement is smooth. It's easier for kids to play, making sure as many kids who want to play can play, making sure that the OHF is well managed financially, well governed. Those things they're not sexy, but they're important.
Being part of the future of hockey, I'd like to make sure that hockey continues being hockey. My goal also is to be that devil's advocate, helping understand and question what we are doing to make sure that it is the right thing to do in the future.
Progress that I would like to see is to really continue to push the game and to push the quality of our events and the player experience and bring in some new and exciting and innovative initiatives like online streaming for our OHF championships.
For me, it's all about the players. They will always need support. We need to nurture their well-being physically, emotionally, intellectually, and spiritually. How can we do that in a good way? What does that look like? growth and development, what change looks like in a good way, the culture and respect and integrity for the benefit of the players, and accessibility at all levels. So recruitment and retention for players. How do we get volunteers on board? How do we keep them involved? And how can we make that process streamlined and easier for that to happen?
What I would like to see is spend more time on recreational hockey and provide the recreational player who make up most of our membership feel more important and more worthy of the attention that some of the representative teams and people get, and translate that into the recreational stream.
It's an avenue by which players get to participate in a recreational activity that's structured, that's safe, and that, as I said previously, produces some pretty good citizens.
What progress I'd be looking for are just continued work towards inclusion, diversity, making the game more affordable, making the game easily accessible in terms of registration, and also continue the path of continued growth within hockey.
The vision of hockey in Ontario is a very complicated issue. There are a lot of people that have a lot of different views about what it should be. We work together better now than we ever have. We're on the same page more now than we ever have. So my job is to listen to people.
I'm most excited about the leadership role that OHF is taking on, and you can really see it in the customer service that's being delivered. Always thinking about the players and always thinking about the experience of enriching communities through hockey.
Success as chair to me would be having people say the members of the Ontario Hockey Federation get along better than they've ever gotten along. We collaborate more than we've ever collaborated. We trust each other more than we've ever trusted each other. If we all communicate and we all trust each other, we'll all make progress.
Personally receiving the scholarship, it's meant a lot to me. It kind of brought some light to what had happened to me. I wasn't able to work for about 6 months. It's helped me and my family a lot, just paying for school and it being less of a burden. I want kids to have the same experience I had when I was a kid. I think a lot of people bond over hockey and what it's given to them, so I want to give the same to the future youth.
As someone that never played at a high level of hockey, I never really imagined being a professional referee until 2022. And I really thought, where could this job go? So I played A in Mississauga, and the association reached out to our team for timekeepers. And when I wanted to start, they offered me a position to start officiating. From then, just climbing through the ranks of the Mississauga Hockey League, Greater Toronto Hockey League, and into the Ontario Hockey League. Not playing at a high level is one thing that sticks out when you go to referee at a high level. I feel like I have something to prove going into these bigger games and big rinks. Some coaches know that you never played at a high level, so how could you be refereeing? And it's important to remind yourself that you're there for a reason, just like they are. Your name didn't fall out of the hat and all of a sudden you're refereeing a professional hockey game. Off seasons are where you make the most gains as an official and player. Something that I think is very important as an official that didn't play high-level hockey is your skating ability. Take power skating lessons, get on the ice, whether it's with your friends or alone, and get skated. As you climb the ranks and start to officiate major, junior, and professional hockey, you really start to notice the difference that communication makes with the players, coaches, other officials, and above. Staying composed, professional, and handling pressure is very important. Stakes are so high that we need to make correct, accurate decisions as best as we can. We don't get replays like you do at home watching the TV. We've got to make it that split second, and it's got to be as accurate as possible. I think getting into officiating can be daunting at times. You get yelled at, people think you're wrong, when really most of the time you are right. You start second-guessing your abilities and you get discouraged. So I think just reminding yourself that all the hard work and dedication that you put into over the years, it's very rewarding in the end.
So that specific shooting drill that we were working on today is to help give them those extra shooting techniques so that in a game-like situation, they're not just using one or two, they've got multiple ways of being able to shoot the puck. Not only does that make it more difficult for the defenseman to defend, but also for that goaltender to not only track it, but making sure that they're able to square up on the puck as well. So just helps them become more of that lethal player that they're looking for at that elite level.
Out here, we're working on a lot of transitioning, walking the blue line, puck retrievals. Lots of that has to do with being able to take good angles to pucks, good routes to pucks, being able to shoulder check, being able to execute some deception. There's a setup, there's a trap, there's a payoff to every move. So making sure that the players are understanding the process in how to identify danger, identify options, and how to misdirect players under a stressful environment.
So a lot of our focus points here at the Program of Excellence Under 15 is going to be helping the goaltenders a lot with their preparation before the shot. Things like leading with the eyes, scanning the ice before they make their movements, being able to put themselves into the right places at the right times, and ultimately set themselves up for success when the shot comes off the stick. We're also going to be tying in a couple small technical areas where we're talking about a lot of sequencing in their movement, about how the body is supposed to operate from the top of the head down into their skates in order to generate that real strong and effective movement.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Championship Sunday. One final period to get through here, the semifinals. Before we turn our attention to the bronze and the gold medal games, it's the Waterloo Wolves and the Quinte Red Devils. Quinte in control, 3-0 the score through 30 minutes of play. They took advantage of their opportunities in that second period. Period just about to get underway here in the third. Let's send it down to ice level. Quinte had 2 power plays fall into their lap at the start of that second period, and they took full advantage. Not scoring on the power plays themselves, but they scored in the sequences to follow, giving themselves this 3-0 lead. Waterloo, the complete opposite. Haven't been able to score, haven't been able to find their offense, but we know they have it. 13 goals in their last 3 games. A 5-2 victory over North Bay last night. And some of the highest scoring players in the tournament, Caleb DeRuyter, with 8 points through 6 games, second in scoring through the round robin. The Wolves will turn to him in that top line to try and get them back in this game as we are underway here in the third and final period of semi-final action. Bronze medal game at 4:30. Gold medal game to follow at 6:30. As the Wolves being encouraged by the hometown crowd here in Waterloo. For the Red Devils, just opportunistic to say the least. And they found a way to stifle momentum from this Waterloo team, who have really done a great job of building on it over the last 3 games with 3 consecutive victories. However, Quinte just finding ways to win. 4 straight victories for them to finish up the round robin. Their number 1 power play went to work. It really made the difference in that second frame. Like I said previously, they didn't score on the power play, but they opened up the game on the power play and put themselves in a spot to be successful in that second frame. Here's Caleb Schaap. Cross for Ballantyne. He'll fire from the line. Lauren will leave the puck there for Thompson. His feet up the wall is helped along by Max Norton, and that puck out to center. Norton with 3 goals in his last 4 games coming into this one. Another goal here today, the opening goal, maybe the most important goal of his championship week to this point. So he got the Red Devils on the board. Jensen Campbell at the line will hold it in. Here's Schaap. Plays it up the wall, knocked down by Norton. Forced out to center again by Schaap, though, and Quinte will fire it back into Waterloo territory. Jazuski up the wall where Ballantyne tips it on. Foot race ensues as Reed will get there first. Kennedy pass, Thompson. Ahead, Gilchrist. Chips that one into the zone. Now Basil Ballantyne. Turning away from Reed. Waterloo, of course, Alliance U13 champions here this year. Played the Huron-Perth Lakers in the Alliance Championships. The bronze medal game would be a rematch of the Alliance Championships. And Toronto waiting in the wings for the winner here at the gold medal. Game set for 6:30 later tonight. Quinte under 13 minutes away from punching their ticket to that gold medal. Doyle looks to clear on the far side. Demule can't hold it in. Shot from the point, bounces free. Demule, a drive and a better save. Blake Lauren, his first 10 beller of the afternoon. Now the Red Devils up the near wall looking to clear. They'll get to center, but not much further. Demule gets taken out behind the plate. No penalty called. So now the Wolves through center, full changes for both teams. Here comes Ballantyne. Into the Quinte zone, Thompson all over him. He'll leave it there for Lisk. Another hold behind the play. Once again, no call as a one-timer from the point. That one sent just wide. Here's McIntosh. Can't let the shot go. It's tipped on by Thompson. Subza Hill will get it across the Quinte line, but at center, Waterloo comes right back. Ballantyne plays it in. Chipped around by Sebastian Smith. Held in there by Pitts. And bouncing free down low for McIntosh. A centering pass. Loose out front. Another chance. What a stop from Blake Lorian. He's got 2 big saves here at the start of the third. Now Lisk walking out to the near dot. He'll slide one across. Pass intended for McIntosh's cut, but it's back for Lisk. Now down low, Ballantyne looking for the short angle shot, and that one just off the bar. Waterloo exactly the start they needed here into this third period. Starting to force the issue. 11 minutes left here. They got to get on the board as Drew Adams will fire it in. First to it is Ritz Hackbart. How about the forecheck from Waterloo? Puck centered, knocked down by Norton, and he'll start the breakout. Max Norton, goal already today, looks to center. It's off his stick, right in on Minaj. No problem there on the save as Norton with it again. His pass to the point picked off. Here comes Caleb DeRuyter, leading goal scorer in the championship week. Had the puck knocked away from him and it's cleared out to center. Jazuski steps to the outside. Cooney. Drops it. Demula shot. It bounces out front. Ritz Hackbart waiting right out front. Would have had a one-timer. Puck never got there though. Quinte the turnover. Waterloo in transition. Caleb DeRuyter lets one go. And it's tipped by Max Norton up and out of play. Great start here to this third for Waterloo. Shots now 10-10. Following the last 5 minutes here of this final frame, the Wolves really pushing to get back into this game as they could feel the energy in this building. 3-0 the score. Quinte still on top, is working in his Caleb Schaap. He'll flip one below the goal line. Lisk. Turning away from Courtney. Now Ballantyne. He'll push one back out to the Waterloo zone. Caleb Schaap, unfortunately, not at the blue line there, so Waterloo will have to regroup here. All kinds of momentum for the black and golds. At the line, that's Ewan McIntosh sliding it in deep. Courtney first on it for the Red Devils. Ballantyne will come in on the forecheck as it bounces free for Gilchrist. Nice headman pass, and now Jensen Campbell up ice. Jensen Campbell over the line. Got his slap shot blocked as Ballantyne made a nice play there defensively. Now Gilchrist for Campbell. Tried to center. Schaap takes it away from him. Now Lisk. Out in the defensive zone, able to flip it ahead. Here comes McIntosh. A centering pass and another great defensive play from Max Norton. He's got a couple of those here in the third period. Pass behind the intended target of Gilchrist, and that's going to be an icing call with 8:47 to go here in the third period. Quinte halfway there here in the third period to punching their ticket to the gold medal game. Waterloo looking to avoid the bronze as they'll win the draw. Drew Adams a shot from the point, and Lauren, no problems there to hold on for a face-off. Shots now 12-10 in favor of Waterloo. Really dictating the terms here in the third. Centering pass to Ryder fires, and it's blocked out front by Thompson. Big body of Riker Thompson. He's been physically imposing all week. Also on the score sheet as well with 3 points throughout the week. As that one to the far side, here's William Beebe. Had 2 goals on Friday against North Bay, 3 so far in the championship week. Here comes Nelson, firing. That one blocked by Pitts. It'll bounce into the far corner. Looking forward is Nisker. It bounces free and played to the point. Doyle unable to handle it at the Quinte line, and now the Red Devils in their own territory. Puck played ahead. Bounces free for Nelson. He couldn't settle it. Here's Schaap. Ahead for Ritz Hackbart. Pass was under his blade and right in on Blake Lauren, who will hold on for another offensive zone faceoff here for Waterloo. As we got Howler in the house. Just to the left of the cage of Blake Lauren, the Waterloo mascot. Right behind the Quinte goal, supporting his Waterloo Wolves and his pack. Here in their time of need, as a shot there from Ritz Hackbart is wide. Pitching in is Schaap on the far side. It'll bounce to the near wall. Ritz Hackbart pressured there. Lisk able to pull it out of the pile. Now Jaszewski at the line. Fires a shot. Rebound. Jaden McCutcheon that close to tapping that one home. Now Schaap again. Turns back. Elric takes it away. Hackbart at the line, able to hold it in though. McCutcheon gets taken out, and that's going to be a penalty on Quinte. Power play coming to Waterloo. 7:08 to go, third period. The Wolves pressing. And here an opportunity to get on the board. You have to think we're starting to get to that point where you have to start scoring. 7 minutes left in this game. You're down by 3. If you score 1 here, maybe 2 here, you put yourself in a spot to pull your goaltender and force overtime down the stretch. With that said, I will remind our viewers that overtime is a part of the possibilities here on Championship Sunday. Centering pass out front, Hills. He couldn't shoot. It'll bounce back for Thompson off the glass and all the way down the ice. And Waterloo, with 20 seconds gone on the power play, will get organized here. It's 10 minutes of 3-on-3 overtime. Here comes Demule. Couldn't get the puck to the crease area. It'll bounce free for DeRuyter. His pass to the point, fielded by Pitts. Now back for Jaszewski. Across DeRuyter. Able to hold it in. Jaszewski again. Near side. Pitts. Nice stick there from Gilchrist. Pitts able to knock it down though. Demule tried to shovel that one out front. Another clear from Riker Thompson. As just a minute left here in the Waterloo power play. 6 minutes to go in the game. Quinte looking to hold on and head to the gold medal one. The big one. The reason they came here. 6:30 start. Toronto waiting. The Red Devils 5.5 minutes away from meeting Toronto in the OHF Championships. Here comes Ballantyne. He'll fire it in. Elric to the point. Schaap holding it in there. It'll bounce at the ringette line area, and Jackson Elric tips it ahead. It's a foot race. Here comes Jackson Elric in. Doesn't have a whole lot of help. He'll drag the puck in behind the Waterloo cage. Schaap able to come in and bring that rush to a close. Up ice come the Wolves. Puck chipped ahead. Centering feed. Ballantyne gives it back. Ewan McIntosh just tapped it wide. Waterloo that close to getting on the board. Ewan McIntosh cannot believe it. It's just a clean breakout here as we take a look at the replay. And a nice play from Ritz Hackbart. He plays it ahead. Far side, Ballantyne gives it back, and that puck inches away from the back of the net. This one stays 3-0 with 4:59 to play. So now Sebastian Smith plays it back for his D partner, Thompson. Around to the far side. Smith to the point, puck held in. D feed, Jaszewski. That puck's gonna roll outside the blue line. so he'll have to fire it back in. Nelson sidesteps one. Out to center he comes. Nelson over the line now. Nelson still with it. His first goal of the championship week here in this one. So he works it to the point. Thompson lets one go. And Hudson Benage with a great stop with a blocker. Quinte, not a whole lot of offensive zone time here in the third. Waterloo has been pressing as Beebe works one to the point. Puck is forced out to center. Thompson will fire it back in, and Waterloo desperate for a goal. Down by 3 inside the final 4 minutes here to play, as that'll be an icing and a stoppage. Brought to you by Baron Rings, the official championship ring provider of the U13 AAA All-Ontario Championships. Baron Rings proudly celebrates the achievements of athletes by creating lasting symbols of success and excellence. Face-off one Red Devils. Doyle into the corner. Campbell tried to center. It comes back to the point. Thompson fires it into the far corner. Now scooped up by Schaap. He'll flip it ahead. A smart play. A 3-on-1 over the line. Here come the Wolves. A backdoor feed just out of the reach of Lisk. Down low, Ritz Hackbart. Shovels it into the corner. Net empty for the Wolves. As Ewan McIntosh over the board. 6 on 5. 3 minutes to go. Waterloo desperate to tie this hockey game. Can they do it? Quinte clears up the wall. Ballantyne holds. Campbell, empty net bid, and it's wide and down the ice for an icing. Net will stay empty for Matthew Demule and the Waterloo coaching staff. The Wolves need a goal. Face off one Waterloo, puck given away. Whalen will chip it out to center where Jazuski will settle things down. He'll feed one to the near side. Demule taps one cross ice. Nisker able to force the issue. McCutcheon will follow it up. Puck loose in the far corner. Quinte, 2.5 minutes away from the gold medal game. Puck chipped out. Nelson able to get his stick on it. And Waterloo back into their own zone. Now Pitts steps out to the right, cuts back out front. Now around the goal he'll go. Pitts still with it, dropping it down low. Demule, backdoor feed, bouncing puck to right, or a shot tipped just wide by Jaden McCutcheon. Now a clearing attempt from the Red Devils. It'll get out to center. The 2-minute warning is upon us. Here in Waterloo, the hometown Wolves trying to get back into this game as that one chipped ahead. Lisk on the near side, zooms a hill. Couldn't clear. Now Cade Whalen in the corner. DDD pass, another empty net bid. It's tipped in the slot area, and it just misses on the left side. And that puck will come back down the ice once more. Intense pressure from Waterloo. And a timeout will go the other way. The Waterloo Wolves call a timeout here. 1:45 to go in regulation. Down by 3, looking to avoid the bronze medal game and head to the gold medal game to take on Toronto. They got just under 2 minutes to get back in this hockey game. We take a look again at this chance for Waterloo. You have to wonder if they score on this, is it a different game right now? That backdoor feed, and Ewan McIntosh just tapped it wide. Unfortunately, a rolling puck when he received it. Nothing he could do. The pass was tipped. The puck just rolled off his stick. Right place, right time for the Quinte defender. As Waterloo has been very, very good in this third period and just hasn't been able to find the back of the net, as we'll get back to it here. Net still empty for the Wolves. Minute 40 left. Shap, shot. That one tipped wide. Lauren may have got a piece. Down low, Demule. Centering feed. It'll bounce to the far side. Shap leans into a drive. That one tipped wide as well. And now Jazuski on the near wall. He'll hold it in. Puck in behind the goal. Minute 25 left in the hockey game. Shap shovels it down low. Demule pinning up Thompson there. Devils look to clear on the near side. They can't. Jazuski holds it in. He'll fire it back down low to Ryder. Had the puck bounce off his stick. William Beebe towards the empty cage, and that one won't get there as well. Another icing and a change for the Wolves. One minute left. The Red Devils in a good spot here to head to the gold medal game. As that puck played around the goal, Doyle clears it. It bounces off the wall towards the empty cage. And once again, another icing. McIntosh will glide in for Waterloo. He wins the draw. Ritz Hackbart a shot towards the Quinte cage, and it's blocked. Elric down the ice again, and it will be another icing. Waterloo needs to get possession here off the faceoff and work it around to try and find an open net. Face-off, one Waterloo. Puck to the point, Pitts. He'll slide it down the wall. Demule down low, tries to center. It's loose. Lisk turning and firing. That shot blocked by a Red Devil out front. Now DeRuyter plays it to the point where it's held in by Pitts. DeRuyter again. Centers. Ballantyne to the point. Pitts. 25 to go. Jazuski fires. Shot blocked by Gilchrist. Clearing attempt from Norton. And that's a fantastic play by Max Norton. He'll get it back into Waterloo territory. 10 seconds to go. We'll count it down. The Red Devils are going to the gold medal game. And the Quinte Red Devils take care of the Waterloo Wolves. Final score 3-0, and the black and red punch their ticket to the gold medal game. They'll take on the Toronto Marlboros. The day not over for the Waterloo Wolves, and they got a rematch on their hands with the Huron-Perth Lakers. You remember Waterloo took an Alliance Championship from Huron-Perth. Those two will do battle in the bronze medal game. The final, 3-0, Quinte. Let's send it down to ice level for our player of the game.
And for our championship, game sheets have provided each player of the game winners with a limited edition game sheet 2. For the home team, Quinte is number 47, Max Norton.
Max Norton, the player of the game for the Red Devils. No surprise there. His 7th point in 5 games, the opening goal for the Red Devils.
Waterloo is number 88, Ethan Jazuski.
And Ethan Jazuski, the player of the game for the Wolves. Quinte.
Thank you to the Hockey Hall of Fame and game sheets.
Holds on here to win and send themselves to the gold medal game. That's it for the semifinals. As we wrap things up here in the first part of the day, we're not done yet. 2 more games left. Bronze and gold on the to-do list here from the Waterloo Rec. and the U13 All-Ontario Championships. We're back on the OHF YouTube channel at 4:30 for the bronze. The gold set to go at 6:30. We'll see you then.